All right. So what is going on, man? So I'm doing a donation today. One of the brothers put in $25 and wanted me to talk briefly about the whole Malika scenario. So here's what you got to understand about Black women who are off code. Okay. And I'm going to put the link in the chat room. We're going to spend probably like 20-30 minutes on this. Here's the thing that you got to understand about the Malika thing, and a lot of Megan Thee Stallion stuff, Oprah Winfrey stuff, but we're dealing with Jewish Malika Andrews. A lot of people don't research things. They don't research who is saying stuff, who is putting information out there, why and how. A lot of people don't take the time. I actually, because I absorb information pretty quickly, it takes me all of maybe 5-10 minutes to absorb the information. And it takes me probably another 15 minutes to cross-reference information. So that's how I collect information and cross-reference. Key thing here is cross-reference. Malika Andrews is Jewish. Let that absorb into your head real quick. Malika is Jewish. Malika works for the white guys who created ESPN. Let that also soak in your head. The white guys at ESPN are the ones who encourage Stephen A. to talk anti-Black. Yes, people mix in a little valid information, 40%, but 60% of what they do is a narrative. And Black men don't understand politics. They don't understand how image works against them. Okay. And sometimes when I'm saying this stuff, it sounds like I'm trying to be arrogant or no, I just see it from a different lens than you might see it. I see it from a different standpoint than you might want to see it. You can see something happening. Know that it's off code. But to what level are you going to speak? To what level are you going to get involved? But then when somebody minor who you can beat up, when someone minor who you can disrespect comes across, now all of a sudden, you want to be the hero that you never was otherwise. Soak up what I just said. Now all of a sudden, you want to be the hero you never was otherwise. So the problem we have here is, here's a person who is in white love, works for white people, but just because they have a tad bit of melanation, these dudes don't see her as the ultimate enemy. And this is what I try to get you guys to understand about what I call the Queen of Sheba concept. Queen of Sheba was the first SWIRLER. Queen of Sheba was the first interracial dater on this planet. Okay. All in an effort to kill her black brother. Soak that up for a second. Let that breathe. Just like wine, let that breathe. This is why I tell you guys, Jeremy, Inquisitive Prince, you can't fix anti-male speakers. You can't. Because anti-male speakers are looking for one thing, to get protection from hyena men. Hyena men will fight other men to give anti-male women power. Throughout history, you'll have women who just want to create chaos. They have no end goal. They have nothing. Remember the white girl who went against Lonzo Ball? Where is she at now? Where is she at now? No goal, no outcome. This is why I try to tell you guys, a lot of your fights as black men are waste of oxygen, waste of energy. Wolf away is the only real choice. And in a case like this, embarrassing her is the only real choice. Now, I'm not talking about talking against her and going back and forth with her. I mean, just like what I'm pointing out now, she's Jewish. Her mentality is Jewish. Her mentality is not here. It's not American. And it's not, well, it's white American. And it's not about black folks. So people got to stop looking at her as a black person. She's a person who operates like her mom. That's just what it is. So shout out to Black Power for giving me the 25 donation. I wanted to tap into it, man. She is talking about, so Jeremy says 14-year-old shoots up a restaurant in Chicago for his mama. It's the same type of scenario where nobody's criminalized until the judge drops the gavel. So in the case of Malika should not be speaking on a charge. Anybody can be charged for anything. Robert Kraft was charged for doing something at a massage parlor, but they exonerated him. Did you ever hear Malika bring that up? Did she ever talk about Robert Kraft in a disrespectful way? Did she ever talk about the Clippers owner in a disrespectful way? No. And black guys got to start paying attention to it. Now, if you're Kendrick Perkins, you really can't say nothing and do nothing because you're just trying to get a check. So you can only say, well, whatever it is that you're going to say. But when you Stephen A., and this is why I said Stephen A. is evil. Because, see, it's just like Tommy Sotomayor. It's just like Tommy Sotomayor. It's just like Tommy Sotomayor. You spend 10 years speaking negative about black pride and black image, and you make fun of it so you can get some personal money. And then what happens at the end? Everything you say, you can't even live by it. Now you're fucking 40, 45 years old. Now all your talking points produce nothing. Now you can't make that money that you used to make. Now things have changed. 2 daughters out of wedlock. It's the same thing here with Malika. Same shit. Jeremy says Malika's father is black, her mother's Jewish. Yep. So here's the question, Jeremy. Answer this in the chat room. So why has the black father not taught her about black pride? Same thing I say about Stacey Dash, black father. Why is the black father not teaching about black pride? Same thing I say about Russell Simmons. I got a video coming for him. Where the hell is this black pride from men? Now, let me get on men, Jeremy. Let me get on men, Inquisitive Prince. Let me get on men, Amazing Jay. You out here fucking. Are you not teaching these children nothing about black pride? Black intellectualism? You just allow these kids to be trained by the mothers and they just grow up to attack blacks? Let me say it again. You out here fucking, and you allow your kid to just grow up to attack blacks. And matter of fact, black people who look like you, Dad. Wake that shit up. What's going on? She's anti-black men. Yeah, she's anti-black men. She came at Steph Curry out of all people. No, not out of all people. She don't like black men. She worked with. Why do you think Jalen Rose don't work there no more? Why do you think Jalen Rose brought Molly? He did all this stuff. Now I know what Now I know why Chris Webber hates Jalen Rose. I used to be a Jalen Rose fan. Him and Chris loved them both equally. I love Jalen most, but over time I got to see what Chris Webber saw. This dude is chaotic. He creates chaos. Smart guy, but just creates chaos. Gets in his own way. Amazing J says self-hate is a hell of a drug. I'm gonna tell you what's bigger drug. Skin hate. Skin hate is something that white people just love. Look at how they talk about the elf on Rings of Power. The elf wife who ain't even, the dwarf wife who ain't even a main character. They make fun of that. They make fun of the Cleopatra movie. They make fun. Anything with melanation is a problem. We got about 5 more minutes going on this point that I'm making for Black Power because he's donated to 25. This is what black men got to understand. You allow women to come in and just create chaos without woofing away. I can't work with Malika Andrews, so I'm going to be on another show. I can't work with her, so I'm going to let her be on an all-white panel. But you dudes, you want to check so much. Kendrick Perkins, you want to check so much. You want to be goofy. You want to crack jokes. I hear you, but you ain't got no pride. And this is why being a white guy is so easy, because black people, listen to me, everybody in the chat room, because black men allow chaos among blacks. Jeremy said a lot of black people are waking up to a lot of these mixed black people. It's not about mixed black people, Jeremy. I disagree. It's not, because you can get a dark-skinned woman does the exact same shit. You can get a dark-skinned man does the exact same shit. What it is we allow too much anti-blackness from people who are in close proximity to blackness. Whether it's DJ Vlad, whether it's an African brother talking crazy, whether it's the Nigerian guy pretending to be African American, we allow too much of this shit. If Egyptian people can put a lawsuit together to go against a Netflix documentary, we at least are going to have to start filing lawsuits against the Andrews of the world, even if it don't go nowhere. Even if it don't go nowhere. Just to publicly, well, here's why I don't go off the mixed shit, because the mixed shit helps other people argument. Because somewhere there's a mixed chick willing to fight for Jeremy. And if Jeremy starts talking the mixed stuff, now that girl stops fighting for Jeremy and starts joining the anti-Jeremy team. This is why I don't do it. But, to each their own. Amazing Jay says, all day, every day, people talking black pride. Yeah, people talk black pride, but we got to start executing. Just like Jeremy has a different theory. And I love that about the people who come over here. You have a different theory than what I do. So let's apply both of them and see what sticks. Jeremy might work. Mine might not. But we're going to have to start doing something, because this type of behavior is ridiculous. So I wanted to do that video for Black Power since he donated. much love to you guys, man. Make sure you check out some of the other videos. Of course, we're always doing manhood lessons. I'll be back in another 5 minutes with a different video that we're going to put out to get you guys rocking and rolling. And yeah, I had a bunch of content I'm going to try to do on this Sunday, especially the videos about killer cops and police officers doing some of this shady stuff that they do. Just, you know, confronting people, creating drama, shooting people in the back because somebody called 911. You know, that's something really crazy. Cops people calling 911, fabricating, straight up fabricating a 911 call. And, you know, this is the brother that got shot in Walmart. All he was doing shopping for a BB gun for his son, but the white person called to fabricate it. And then, you know, the white cops came in without asking any questions and just shot him from behind. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy. But we're going to talk about that. Make sure you share the videos, you guys, and disagree with me in the comment section. I want to hear some of these disagreements. Shout out to Jeremy for having a different disagreement, a different theory. That's what I like, man. Let's all grow together. Let's all have these polite conversations. Intellectual black men coming together. Also, the black women who be watching from the crowds. I really appreciate y'all too. And like I said, man, I got a couple other videos that I got to do because people have donated for my perspective on those videos. So stay tuned, and we'll be talking to you real soon, man.